In the summer of 1986, an album called Slippery When Wet transformed a New Jersey band into an international sensation and made its lead singer a household name. Jon Bon Jovi became a star, singing hits like Livin' on a Prayer, You Give Love a Bad Name, and Wanted Dead or Alive. Nearly 4 decades and some 130 million albums sold later, the big hair is gone, but Jon Bon Jovi still is making music, even after a serious vocal cord injury threatened to end his legendary career. I got together with Jon at his place in our shared home state of New Jersey a few months back for a Sunday Sitdown.
We've lived around here for 38 years now, and it's great. It's a great place to be from.
New Jersey always has been home for Jon Bon Jovi.
So Jersey for life for you, huh? Let's put it this way, my license will always read New Jersey. This is where they'll put my ashes. Jersey is just a part of who we are. We are going to the studio, so it's my life. Have a nice day. Who says you can't go home? All done here.
Who says you can't go home?
Now this is basically where I do my therapy every day.
His home studio is a monument to one of the most successful bands in the history of music.
1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
It also is where the 63-year-old tunes his most famous instrument.
This one's out to the man of mountain miracles. This one's out to the ones in need.
And that's
what
the
I do for
workout?
2 hours a day.
Really? That's the exercise. And how did it feel this morning? Voice
Great.
feels good?
Yeah.
After undergoing risky vocal surgery 3 years ago to repair the rock star voice that has belted out anthems to stadium crowds for 40 years. Bon Jovi's road to recovery and the long history of his band is chronicled in the Hulu documentary series Thank You, Goodnight, The Bon Jovi Story. The latest chapter in that story is the album Forever.
Well, living proof.
So the album is titled Forever. What does that mean to you?
There are a lot of songs in our catalog that'll live long after we're gone. And so the magic of music is that it can live forever.
Within it, you get at themes of what the last 40 years have been like for you and this family, which is your band and your family who living in the house as well. Songs like Living Proof and Legendary, to me, are about the people who got you there.
You betcha. In this record, really the theme has been joy. In light of everything that I've been through, you know, vocally and challenges, and we collectively have COVID, this record is the first time I have felt joy in a long time.
Would you like to get back out on the road?
Yeah, in a controlled manner, regardless of, you know, how great I can sing or not. I don't think there's ever going to be a 240-show tour again. But, you know, when I look to the Stones and U2 and Bruce and, you know, that kind of thing, I could do that.
Now, is that the guitar?
That is my first guitar.
That's incredible that would come back around to you.
And the shape it's in and everything
Yeah.
else. That's probably like, can't even... But it's cool.
17 years old, I'm a rock and roll star.
Long before the arenas and stadiums, there were the small clubs of New Jersey, where a local like Bruce Springsteen might drop in. It's so fun to see those early days of you, 16 years old, Atlantic City Expressway, 17 years old, playing in the bars in Asbury Park. There was no plan B for you, right?
I never had a plan B, but I also had naivete. You could go to a club at 16, back in the day when licenses were made of paper, and you could use a little bit of whiteout.
I'm laughing because we did it in New Jersey. We probably had the same license.
You know, and you just mush your hand across a little bit and hold that paper license up, and it was up to the bouncer. You know.
Led Zeppelin, the Stones lived on a different planet.
Sure.
But
the Jukes,
E
the
Street,
Street Band.
Even Bruce,
Yes.
you go, okay, I can be that.
Not that I could be that, but you could see that. Right. You know, they were our heroes. Bruce jumps up on stage with me when I'm still in high school.
Wow.
Yeah, so those guys were all like, that kid,
Yeah.
there's something about that kid.
Their hunch was right. It all began with the breakout 1984 hit Runaway. Before the explosion of Slippery When Wet, which went platinum 12 times over. The beginning of a run that earned Bon Jovi a place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
It's my life, it's now or never.
Jon was inducted alongside former lead guitarist Richie Sambora, who left the band in 2013. Is he somebody you'd like to see back with the band going forward?
You know, why would I say no, right? For the first 3 chapters of the band's history, he was there and, you know, beloved member. So he'd always be welcome.
Jon met his wife Dorothea in high school, long before he was a rock icon.
My support system was sound from day one, and a lot of that had to do with us growing together.
I'm sure it wasn't always easy, right?
No,
Married
how
to a
could
rock
it be?
star.
In my defense, we're the same age, doing the same stupid stuff.
Yeah.
We just did it together.
The couple celebrated their 35th wedding anniversary last spring, as well as the marriages of 2 of their 3 sons. Jersey's forever.
Jersey forever.
I think people watch you move through the world and you seem like a joyful guy who's hopeful about things.
Yeah, I have never not been grateful. You know, this is all pixie dust at the end. What do I got? I've got a wife and family that love me. I got a band that believe in me. I've had a good life. Got what I want because I got what I need. That's legendary.
One of the all-time great guys. Our big thanks to Jon and Dorothea for hosting us at their home in New Jersey. Bon Jovi's album Forever is available wherever you get your music, and Jon has been hinting a bit at the possibility of a tour. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to the Sunday Sitdown podcast to hear the full extended interview with Jon Bon Jovi, including much more on those early days of big-haired stardom. You can find our conversation wherever you get your podcasts, or just scan the QR code right there on your screen.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC, or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.